Okay, I wanted to do a video about there's a lot of evangelical conservatives. Now, what's funny with that is evangelical conservatives are basically responsible for the conservative movement in the United States becoming a pro-Israeli movement. For whatever reason, I guess they didn't read the Bible well enough and they think that the Jews are somehow super Christians or something. But what I wanted to point out is now I'm not a born again. I'm not a Christian at all. I'm not at all. But the my connection to Christianity comes from my grandfather, who was an Episcopalian minister, who was anti-Zionist, like any sensible Christian would be. Of course, Episcopalians have gone down the crapper due to the the socialization, the embrace of communistic attitudes by various churches to get more money, and the embrace of homosexuality and all that. Lucky for him, he died before he had to witness that. But to go further, what I have noticed, see, I actually was enlightened to Catholicism by a person as the basis of Western civilization. And I do believe Catholicism has been the evolution of past religious belief systems into a new religious belief system, and that Catholicism will transmute eventually into a system similar to that mentioned by Pierre Teilhard de Chardin in the book The Phenomenon of Man and other books. However, what I want to point out is a lot of born-again Christians like to point out how the Catholics aren't really Christian, they're Mary worshippers. Well, the thing is this. As I stated, Catholicism was what I would call the evolution of past pagan belief systems into a cohesive, more peaceful, less blood sacrifice oriented version of various other pagan beliefs into a Christianized format, which it has a lot of symbolic meaning, as I mentioned in my video on Lent, Easter, and Transfigurism. Now, the thing is with born-again Christianity or evangelical Christianity is most of these people don't genuinely believe in anything. They believe that as long as they believe in Jesus, they don't have to do anything. They believe that as long as they believe in Jesus and support Israel, that they will be blessed. In fact, what's funny is, I think it's hilarious whenever I hear a Jesus freak tell me, well, those that bless Israel will be blessed. Now, I don't know about you, but seeing all these white trash people suffering and suffering more and more and more and more, and blessing Israel with their welfare checks, they don't seem to be getting very blessed by blessing Israel. So I guess what my point is this. Evangelicals really need to get a Bible that is a legitimate King James version of the Bible, or a Catholic Bible. The King James version of the Bible and the Catholic Bible are literally the same Bible, except for the fact that the Catholic Bible has the Apocrypha in the beginning of it. You won't get hurt, you won't burst into flames by reading the Catholic Bible. I personally haven't owned a Bible in over 10 years, but I would highly encourage born-again Christians to read the Bible, especially John 8:40, and read what the point of view was on Israel, or the people, the Pharisees. Learn about the Pharisees and what Jesus thought about the Pharisees. Because I'll tell you this, the Catholic Church was one of the first forms of Christianity, along with the Coptic Christians. And you have to keep in mind Orthodox Christianity, like in Russia, Greece, Turkey, etc., Syria. That used to be the other half of Catholicism before the Roman Empire split in two. So you have the Eastern Church and the Western Church. Again, I'm not a Christian. But I will say this, born-again Christianity is not Christian either. Born-again Christianity is probably less Christian than I am, and I don't even believe in any of that nonsense. So I guess what my point is this support of Israel for no good reason, and this destruction of conservatism in the United States, which is what has happened due to born-again Christianity, is the destruction of conservatism, is not only anti-Christian, but it's anti-American as well.